Hi guys, as you probably recognise, that was me going through I'm Forever Blowin Bubbles. The reason I played it is a lot of interesting chords there and chord changes, and I thought that's what we'd do there. Some interesting chord shapes. So in the tune I played in A, 3 sharps, and as I say, every time you sit down and play a tune you don't know, the first thing you always think of is your 1, 4, 5, the 3 most common chords, the 1st, the 4th and the 5th. So in the key of A, it's A, D and E. Then we'll talk about the other chords we had on to it. So anyway, we start off with my favourite A major 7 shape. Right, now from there I went up to an A sharp diminished. They were in sharp keys, so I'm going to call them sharps instead of saying B flat. And it's simple going from like this major 7th shape onto the diminished. All you do is move your first finger. I'll show you what I mean. A major 7th, A sharp, diminished. Then go into a minor 2nd, B minor 7th, to an E. Talk more about that E in a minute. Just to show you again this, when you go for a tonic chord onto a diminished. Say for example, show you here in C so you can see what I'm doing. There's a basic C major 7th, okay? So the C sharp diminished is literally my 2nd finger is moving over a fret above my 1st finger to the 4th position. Okay, I'll do that again. C sharp diminished to a minor 2nd, which in this case D minor 7th, to the 5th, G 7th. It's used quite a lot, as I say, in different keys. It's not always, but it's a handy thing to know. We'll do it in D major 7th, D sharp diminished, 2nd E minor 7th, and the 5th A 7th. So, and just keep that pattern in your heads, guys, in case you come across it. So we'll go through the tune again really slowly. So the introduction was diminished, B minor 7th. Now I played this 7th shape. I use it quite a lot if I want to change the tone from here. So I'm just playing the E7 shape here, and I'm adding on an extra C sharp, just to give it a wee bit of colour, and then I'm going on to the C sharp minor 7th, which is the minor 3rd, so it's down in semitones. Then to an E 9th, I'll play it here, so we've talked about this before, 9th to a flat 9th, that's a 9th to the flat 9th. So I'll play the intro slowly. Minor 2nd, 5th, C sharp minor, down, semitone, B minor. Play the 9th here this time. Now I use this shape quite a lot. It's really an E major 9th. So mainly because I'm adding a neo in here, I can get the melody line down here. B minor, 9th. Now I'm coming up in 6s. I use these a lot. It's just a decoration. D major 7th, D sharp diminished, back to the C sharp minor. Now the next chord's an F sharp, right? But to make it a wee bit more interesting, I play the 7th flat 9th. You've got to be careful when you use that chord. Sometimes you might play and think, oh, that sounds really cool. But people listen to it and think, oh, he's played the wrong chord there. So you just got to be careful when you play these things, you know. So anyway, I quite like the sound. I'll do the first part again, so. C sharp minor, 13 flat 9th. By the way, the quickest way to go on it, there's an F sharp chord, right? Now we'll just keep the 2 fingers, the basic of the F sharp chord. I'm matching the G natural. It should be G sharp, right, the 9th. But because it's G natural, that makes it the flat 9th. Right, then for there, to just an open D major 7th. C sharp minor. This time I'll play it here, same chord though. B 7th, using this 7th shape. Then an E. Now I'm going to take it right up, I'm going to slide up from a D 7th shape. Play the E 7th with an E bass. Now A major 7th, the same shape I use for D major 7th, I'm just going to go all the way up to A, but using an A bass. C sharp. D major 7th, diminished, do that wee run down again. 9th, flat 9th, B minor 7th. This time I'm going to run the A down to an F sharp. B minor 7th. Second position, and that's basically it, guys. It's just basically I'm in the key of A. I'm also wearing my 1, 4, 5 and A, and I'm thinking all the extra chords like the minor 2nd, B minor, minor 3rds, B 7s, C sharp 7s. When you play in these keys, you get a rough idea how the pattern's going to go, and I deliberately learn a lot of tunes without the music, without the fake books or the real books, to see how I can go, and if I can find them myself, and try and work out my own arrangements. Don't get me wrong, sometimes you've got to go back to get a reference, but it's good fun working it out yourself. And the key of A, 3 sharps, is a really good key for us guitarists, mainly because my 1, 4, 5 and A is A, D, E, back to the A. And the cool thing about that is in A, I've got an open A string bass, same with the D, same with the E, back to the A. So sometimes if there's a tune I like and I'm trying to work out arrangement, I won't always play everything in A, that'd be ridiculous. But it's good fun to do it. So say for example, I was working out a tune, I know the key of A, I know my minor seconds and all the chords I could use, and it's usually the first key I'll go to rather than like going to C or D or E. Say for example, using the basic right hand technique that we talked about earlier on, the thumb plays the bass and the fingers just the 3 trebles, and that's basically all I'm doing. So as I say, the key of A is really cool because you've got all these bass strings already there for you. But that's for us guitarists. You usually find when you're playing with other musicians, you have to play in flat keys. And the most common key is B flat. And we're going to talk a lot more about that next week. Remember that your 145 in B flat is B flat, E flat, and F, the 145. So just a quickie this week, guys. So next week, as I say, we'll work on the flat keys and how to think on them really quickly, and the chords and the scales to use against them. So I hope to see you then. So see you next time. Bye now.